Hi, this is Scott Tipton. I'm addressing you tonight actually from our office here in Washington as we continue to deal with the very important budget issues that are facing our nation. We have some real challenges. In this fiscal year, we are seeing Congress spend better than $3.7 trillion. Right now we're arguing over $100 billion in potential cuts. I think that we really need to put this in some real perspective for the American people. When we look at just $1 trillion, famous basketball player LeBron James just signed a contract to earn $40 million a year. He'd have to play basketball for 25,000 years, just add up to $1 trillion. We spent $3.7 trillion this year. We have a $14.3 trillion debt in this country. We're getting ready to add another $1.6 trillion on top of that come the end of this fiscal cycle. It's time for Senator Reid, it is time for the President to get serious about standing up for the American people. As many of you know, I've traveled our 3rd Congressional District. I've walked the streets of our communities and our neighborhoods. I'm looking at senior citizens that are having a tough time making ends meet, struggling young families that want to be able to build for their future. We can help that in Washington by spending less of your money. Arguing over $100 billion, I think the President and Senator Reid need to get serious. We have to be serious about standing up for the American people. We put forward H.R. 1, calling for actually funding the balance of our government to the end of this fiscal cycle. The answer from the White House and from the Senate has been no. They have to stop being the party of no and start helping us being a government of solutions to reach out and to work for the American people. Just last night we passed H.R. 1363. In H.R. 1363 we were addressing something that's very important to all of us, and that's our men and women in our armed services who are in harm's way, trying to assure that they don't have to worry about the paycheck coming when they have bullets coming at them. The answer from Harry Reid was, it's a fantasy. Barack Obama, before the bill was even passed, announced that he would veto it. Well, I think we need to have people in Washington that are genuinely concerned about our men and women in harm's way, about grandmas and grandpas back home that are worried about being able to pay the bills, and those young families who are worried about their futures and being able to keep jobs. These are the challenges that we face. There may or may not be a government shutdown, but it is in the hands of the U.S. Senate and the President of the United States. We put forward positive ideas to work for the American people. We hope they'll listen to them and come to the table with solutions of their own if they don't like ours. As for myself, if government should happen to shut down, I've given notice that I will not accept the pay as a congressman as long as the people are not being paid in our armed services or the people working in government. That seems to be a sensible thing to do. Everybody I know is sacrificing, tightening their belts, having a hard time and worrying about the future. Well, our future truly can be bright, but it's going to take some hard work. What I'm seeing back at home, Americans willing to roll up their sleeves, wanting to be able to exercise those entrepreneurial opportunities and to be able to get our people back to work. But we're going to have some cooperation, really, out of the Senate of the United States with Harry Reid and out of our President as well. No is not a solution. We're putting forward good ideas, and we hope that they'll join us and that they, in fact, will not shut down our government. Thanks.